The October 7th, 2019 City of Vandalia Council meeting is now coming to order. And the first on our agenda is a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council, you've had an opportunity to review the council study session minutes of September the 16th and also the council meeting minutes of September the 16th. Are there any changes to be made? Seeing none, they'll stand approved. We have no communications, petitions, or awards this evening, and that brings us to our next item of a public hearing, which we have none. Now we come to comments from interested citizens. So if there's anybody in our audience who would like to make comment, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment. Seeing none, we will continue on with the city manager's report, and we have no information items this evening, nor do we have any action items. So I guess you'd have no report. Okay, great. We have no old business, and that brings us to our resolution this evening, and that's Resolution 19-R-54. Mr. McDonald, by title only, please.
A resolution establishing a summer meeting schedule for the months of June, July, and August 2020.
2020?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You cut out.
Yeah, you did. That's why I was sort of waiting. I didn't know if the rest of you...
I'll try again. A resolution establishing a summer meeting schedule for the months of June, July, and August 2020.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. So during the months of June, July, and August, City Council would meet once per month on the third Monday of each month. Council's workshop would begin at 6 p.m. with the council meeting at 7 p.m. So the official dates for the 2020 meetings would be June 15, July 20, and August 17.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 19-R-54 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Farr, second by Councilman Lewis, that we do approve Resolution 19-R-54 as it has been presented. Are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Farst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Ordinances in their first reading, we have none. Ordinances in their second reading, we have none. Emergency ordinances, we have none. So that brings us to the reports from boards and commissions with a variance for a portable storage container at 7655 Poe Avenue. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. Rush Truck Centers is requesting a variance to allow a portable storage unit for an unlimited time. The zoning code allows temporary storage containers for the purposes of unloading or loading the container for periods of limited duration. This applicant contends that since their recent expansion, there's been an increased demand for commercial vehicle parts, requiring them to increase their parts inventory. The property in question contains numerous commercial vehicles and trailers, and the proposed storage trailer is not substantively different from the other trailers. The BZA reviewed this request at its September 6th meeting, and they voted 4-0 to recommend denial of the variance.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, move that we deny the variance of the portable storage container at 7655 Poe Avenue.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Vice Mayor Herbst, that we deny the variance request at 7655 Poe Avenue. Are there any comments from anyone? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Farst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Council members, you have the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board draft minutes of September the 18th, You have the Planning Commission minutes of August the 27th, and you have Records Commission draft minutes of October the 1st. Are there any questions or comments about any of those? Seeing none, the bill listing for August 2019 is in the amount of $3,271,727.09. That brings us to council comments, starting with Mr. McDonald.
Nothing tonight,
Thank
thank you.
you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd just like to remind folks in the audience and the residents watching at home that council is going to hold a special council meeting next Monday, October 14th. That meeting will be held at 6 p.m. in the council chambers. The purpose of that meeting is to discuss the proposed development on Dixie Drive located behind the fire station. Again, it was the topic of the quarterly at the Crossroads newsletter that was sent out to all residents last week. So, again, we invite anybody that's interested in getting information and discussing that development to attend the meeting.
Thank you very much. Councilman Gerhardt?
No comment tonight.
Thank you. Councilman Blakesley?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Fars?
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Lewis?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Councilman Ehlers?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Herbst?
Nothing tonight.
Okay. And I do have one thing here, and that is our former councilperson, Jack Shirley, some of you will remember him. He would always, the first meeting in October, remind everybody to change the batteries in your systems. And I say systems because you need to check your carbon monoxide as well as your other. So with that, we do have some students in the audience this evening. You chose a time to come when we had a very limited agenda. So
Good planning.
it was good planning on your part. So with that, and we will then return and finish our workshop this evening. So with that, we are adjourned.
Browns game.
No, are you kidding me? You had nothing on the agenda.
Go get some cookies. You said
They're around.
that's why I was going to come. Maybe to see some fireworks.
Show up Monday, we'll see.
Going home. How are you?
They whittled away to practically nothing now. They used to be big, they used to look like football players.
I haven't been in the weight room in probably 5 months.
Yeah.